We are live. Apparently, we are live. And so welcome to this live stream of the weekly free instant tournament. Remember, this is, let me share the screen here. This is, where is my, here it is. BBO is right here, okay. This is found, the weekly live instant tournament is found under the solitaire tab in this screen here. Don't mind the Portuguese words because it's the same spot in every screen. This here says weekly free instant tournament. You just click here and you are at the tournament itself. Let me just check if there's anybody here. I will wait for the last 2 minutes. Oh, we don't want to check. You should check Bridgemaster when you are able to, but not right now. No participants so far, so let's just wait a little bit and hope that we'll have good boards. It's very hard to have 8 boards without interesting points. So happy Easter, everybody, incidentally. Just filling up our time with some words before the clock hits 8. Or actually 8:01, right? I think 8:01 is good enough. I will take the opportunity to mention this is live streamed both to the Facebook group, Develop Your Bridge Skills, and to the YouTube channel, The Bridge Experts. And if you are watching this is one of them and don't know about the other, you can always check it out. You'll find it by searching in each platform, I suppose. And if you can subscribe to the Bridge Experts channel, that helps. If you can't, no biggie, either way. Let's move forward. Solitaire, weekly free instant tournament. So we have a nice 13 high card point, but short in spades. And therefore, any aggressive bidding here is a little bit dangerous because we have to overbid them in either hearts or spades. They have probably spades and perhaps even a heart fit too. And so the choice here is clearly between 2 clubs and pass. Therefore, 2 clubs is a very weak suit. Some authorities would say that you should never overcall with a weak 5 card suit in a minor. I wouldn't go that far. I have overcalled with success on rather weak 5 card minor suits at the 2 level, but this is the wrong kind of suit, the wrong kind of hand also, because this is the kind of suit that if I hit partner with shortness, which is not that unlikely, will make a lot of tricks in defense. And if I hit partner with a fit, remember, we have to overbid them. The main point here would be to bid over their heart or spade contract. And there's time for us to judge whether this will be reasonable if we pass now. So partner has a hand that didn't open a weak 2 bid. That is interesting. They have announced a heart fit, so partner has a singleton heart, but he doesn't have a weak 2 bid in spades. So his possible hands would include the wrong kind of suit for a weak 2 bid, or not 6 cards. And in that case, he should have something like 5-5, something like that. Let me just check here. Let's see here. Someone to join us. Click link in the Facebook comments. And let's get back to our. This is always annoying, this little bar, but we can work around it anyway. So we have a difficult hand, difficult bid now, because if partner has a 6-card weak suit in spades, it's possible, not likely, but possible that our best contract is to spades. But if he has a 5-5 spade and a minor, now we can go really high in a minor. We can even make a game since he has a heart shortness. So picture something like 5 spades to the ace and 5 clubs to the king and nothing else. That's a 5-club contract, pretty much. So I think I'll hedge a little bit here by 2-no trumps. We have much more than we might in this situation, right? And so it's not as if we are running a lot of risks. We have the heart stopper that we're promising, and there is the side suit diamonds. So I don't think we will get to game diamonds. It's really far away, but I think we have improved the contract. And so let's stop here. And over 3 hearts, Wes is bidding a lot. He should have a really good hand. Should we go to 5 diamonds? Partner probably has a 5-5. He wouldn't bid like this with only 4 diamonds. He shouldn't bid like this with only 4 diamonds. The alternative is defending, and that may mean doubling 3 hearts. Four diamonds, double or pass. Those are our choices. 4 diamonds, if they find the right defense, and the robots are really reasonable in this kind of hand. The right defense would be leading trumps. We find the right defense against 4 diamonds. We are very far away from I think I should double this. I think that down 1 or 2 is really likely, and we might have scored 110. And so it's risky, but that's match points. We have a good lead here. And dummy is weaker than I expected, although he has a shortness in diamonds. Now, let's try to figure out what's going on. Partner has a singleton heart, probably only 2 clubs, probably. And the 5-5. That would place the declarer with 2 spades, 2 clubs, 4 diamonds, and 5 hearts. And we have 3 tricks, right? Our 2 aces and the queen of hearts. That's 3. We can hope for a spade trick from partner, which would be our 4th trick, and perhaps a promotion in the next round of spades. So I think we should make sure that the declarer can't draw partner's sole trump before messing with clubs. So if the declarer has a singleton club, which appears likely at this point, that means that perhaps partner is voiding hearts. That is the case, we are really not in good shape. No, he has a one heart. He has one heart. Still, the declarer will make two ruffs, four hearts, because we'll make one heart, right? Can't really hope for more than this. And I think we are allowing him to make the contract. Risky double, didn't pay, so that's a terrible score. A 5-5. The partner did bid a lot over to no trumps, right? It's in better hands. So let's go with the next one. 16 high card points for 3-3-3. A clear one of trumps. This two spades from partner shows both minors in the robots system. So right now we don't have any reason to not bid to no trumps. Now he's showing a spade shortness and both minors. And so our choice is very clearly to insist on no trumps since we have his shortness covered. Now let's counter tricks. After this lead, we have 4 spade tricks. And notice that partner has a good hand, right? He has 11 with our 16, that's 27. We have 4 spade tricks. We can hope for 4 or 5 club tricks and a diamond. So the contract is quite safe. And assuming that we will make those, the club finesse, which is always an optimistic approach, that the club finesse is on side. Question should be whether we would later attack diamonds or hearts. I don't want to mess with diamonds because that's my entry to my hand. I'll be short of entries to my hand once I run out of clubs. I run my clubs because, and I have lots of spade tricks that I will want to reach later. But I think the simplest way is for us to hope that the queen of hearts is on side. That would give us 12 tricks. So if he's ducking from ace queen, and sometimes robots do that, that would be really nasty. Really nasty, but I don't think that's likely. So now we can repeat the club finesse and basically claim, because we discarded 3 diamonds in ace king queen of spades and repeat the club finesse. I think that's going to be a good score. Yet brought us back into 50% after that terrible first board. So now we have a 13 high card point hand, 5-5 with a major. We should always, with some very rare exceptions that are not uncontroversial, open our highest suit. So let's start with one heart, which leaves us plenty of room to rebid our second suit. And our partner is showing a hard fit and an invitation, as you can see. And invitations, I may be a little bit imp biased, but I think any 5-5 hand with a that receives an invite should accept. This hand with its weak trumps is not so clear, but I can't bear to stop short of game with a 5-5. So now we can think of possible lines of play here. One would be a cross ruff, which is rather interesting, roughing spades in our hand. Let's try to work out the entire hand before we decide, because there are 2 main things here to do. Either we cross ruff or we try to establish a long suit, which would be diamonds, because establishing clubs would mean roughing, and then running clubs, running the 5th club would mean roughing with a lot of dummies honors, not so good. And so we have 5 hard tricks and 3 aces. That's it. We need 2 more. We can get 1 more by roughing a club in dummy. But if we rough a second club in dummy, that would mean a rough with an honor. So it's better for us to count our trump tricks to hope that we will be able to rough 3 spades in our hand, either spades 4-4 or spades 5-3 with the length in west. Would enable us to play 4 rounds of spades. If East roughs in the middling card, we can even discard our diamond. And perhaps, I don't know if this would, well, we could later rough a diamond in that scenario. And so we would make 3 spades roughs in our hand, 3 heart honors, that's 6, 2 aces, 3 aces, sorry, 9, and 1 club rough in dummy 10. That appears to be our best shot. So let's go for that. Now this king, that's an interesting card. That appears to show that West has queen 10-7, maybe with the 8, queen 10-8-7 or queen 10-7. And there is no big risk in getting a trump switch because we don't intend to rough more than 1 club for extra tricks in them. One other problem of this possibility of diamonds being queen 10-8-7 is that they decrease by a lot the chances that West will belong in spades. So we may run into spade over roughs if you follow that first line. If at least the over rough in the 4th round of spades, if West has 3. And establishing diamonds became a better goal now. We can hope that we'll score 2 diamonds, the jack and the 5th one, along with 5 trumps. That would be 7, 3 aces, 10. And we can even, if they don't attack spades, taking out our side suit entry, can even maybe get a club rough. So let's switch our plan here. Diamonds 5-1. So both good and bad news, because the jack of diamonds established, that's bound to be useful for us. But on the other hand, spades are very likely to get over roughed. Now, we don't want to play the 10 here because if the jack draws out the king, if the jack is in east, our position in spade roughing will be very exposed. And if the jack is in west, it will be there later. So let's run. Now we need to start roughing spades in our hand. So we have 7 tricks and 2 more in ace and king of hearts. That is very easy. But now I think a spade has a fairly good chance of getting over rough. Let's reconstruct their distributions. West has 5 diamonds and 3 clubs and 3 spades that we've seen. If he has 1 heart only, then he has another black card, either the 4th spade or the 4th club. This guy followed with the king and the jack of clubs, so he's almost certain to have the queen. He wouldn't play the king away without the queen. So I can pretty much bet that West has only 3 clubs, 5 diamonds, and therefore 3 spades and 2 hearts, or 4 spades and 1 heart. So in the case that he has 4 spades and 1 heart, hearts are 4-1, and Mr. East has 3 hearts and the queen of clubs at this point. Let's see what will happen here. Very good, Andy. One more trick for us. Yeah, 4-1, as expected. Good score again. Climbing up after the disastrous first board. Wow, interesting decision. Fourth in hand. 11 high card points. Usually, I hope that we may end up low by opening a minor here and then passing partner's response. That's the only reasonable plan. But those 4-3-2 of spades worries me. If partner doesn't have spades, then it's very likely that I will be opening to give the opponents a second chance to find their part score. Also, a 4-3-3-3 hand is bad news for the offense. So I would just throw this away. I'll pass this. And yes, they have spades. I am interested to see the distribution of scores on this one. Let's check it out in just a moment here. Let's see. Exactly 50%. Some people bid, but some of them got good scores, some of them didn't. Anyway, board number 5. We have 18 high card points and a nice lead in clubs. Not sure to work out well, but nice. And there's no good bid to show our hand apart from a penalty double of 1-0 trumps. I'm pretty sure they will get out to 2 hearts if 1-0 trumps is a bad contract for them. But I have to double especially because they are not vulnerable. If they were vulnerable, I might think of passing and just leaving them to. Well, partner bid hearts. Somebody would bid hearts. That was pretty sure. And I can't leave partner there because he didn't open a week 2. So let's just go to 2-0 trumps. I think we are getting too high at this point. Should we? If 2-0 trumps were regressive, but you see the robot doesn't play it like that. He plays it as an invitation, and I don't want to invite anything. I just want to stop. And I think I'll pass 2 hearts. And probably not our best contract, but still better than going to the 3 level. He may have 5 weak hearts. See? But we'll have to do our best. And I like the lead because my plan would be to draw trumps and try to get extra tricks in other suits. So let's see if we can establish an entry to our hand. The Jack of Spades. Continue, maybe. I think spades are on 5-2 in this beating. And we still have to draw some trumps. Now, should we play diamonds first? Let's count East's hand. We had 20 combined points, right? We had 18 and then we had 2. So West has the Queen of Hearts. Did East under lead the Ace, King of Hearts? I don't think that's, well, the heart lead is strange in regardless of your interpretation of it. Low heart and West wins with the Queen. So very, very likely that both diamonds honors are inside. And there's no, I think the best thing to do is try to steal a diamond trick right away. And then leading a heart. Because I don't want to, if I don't play a diamond first, if I play a heart now, they will probably play a club and I'll be stuck in dummy. I may not have time to lead a diamond. So let's try to sneak past the 7 of diamonds here. Nope. Now we can hope. We can get perhaps I think is probably about to get roughed low. And this guy has king queen of hearts, and so we get 2 down. Not a great score. We should have passed with no trumps. Okay, 15 high card points. Short in spades again, but now we're at the 2 level compared to that first board in which we had a similar dilemma here, weak club suit. In this case, it's impossible for us to bid any minor suit at the 3 level. The only choice besides passing would be to no trumps. And that's really not attractive, because not only we have a minimum 15 high card points or to no trumps, but Parda may come in strongly in spades, and our club suit is really weak. So especially given the vulnerability, they're going down in hundreds. I think I'll pass and see what happens. Well, this is what happened. I think I'm glad I passed. And let's hope we can defeat that. Declare has ace king of clubs, apparently. Maybe. Parda may be underleading a king 10. But why would he underlead the king 10 in this auction? I don't know. Anyway, we can hope for 2 diamonds and a heart, perhaps. Not much more. Unless he has 2 hearts in this case. If he has 2 hearts and 2 diamonds, the hand is down. Unless he can discard too many diamonds from them. We'll see. So at this point here, since we don't have a trump to play back, the best we can do is to cash our diamonds. And I can't declare I have only 2 diamonds. That would be a very strange line of play. I don't think I have to play a heart queen right now to cash it. If declare has 2, you can't have 2 diamonds. You wouldn't be playing the hand like this. Heart to the king, discarding the 3rd diamond from dummy. It's probably with a few diamonds of his own there. Let's play a diamond. Maybe force them to rough something. So now, Parda still has a trump, maybe. Let's count Declare's hand. He has a heart, 3 diamonds, 3 clubs, and 6 spades. That's most likely situation. Parda still has a trump, and so he may overruff this. Yes, down 1. Good for us. Or even down 2. Declare has only 5 spades. That was a happy surprise for us. He had 4 clubs instead of 3. And so another borderline hand to open with, but in this case, we're in 1st, not in 4th position. And we have a very nice club suit. So open it. And this is a fit showing bid, apparently. I don't know, 4 minus diamonds is strange. There's nothing we can do at this point. Having opened a very weak hand. If this is a fit showing bid, maybe diamonds would be fine, but I think I would just be stodgy and lead partner suit. Leading the declarer's suit is always something that may backfire. So partner has 6 hearts. Let's see. And he had a singleton diamond. 4 minus diamonds means 1. So let's stop and understand what's going on. Declarer has 2 singletons, the singleton heart and the singleton diamond. So his most likely distribution is 7, 4, 1, 1. And in this case, we'll make 3 clubs. We still have 3 clubs to make here, as well as our spade trick. And declare misplayed the hand quite horribly by not making the spade finesse when he might. Now the last 2 tricks are ours. Yes, for sure. Horrible misplay by the robot, perhaps induced by our opening bid, so that's a good thing. And now our last board, wow, 18 high card points and partners opening and 1-0 trumps. I'll be inclined to simplify this auction here. I don't think any way in which we would go to a different contract. And let's think of 6-0 trumps. Very, very friendly lead. Very friendly lead, giving us 5 club tricks for sure. 4 hearts, 9, 2 aces, 11. And this, if I had to choose which finesse to make, and I have to, it would be in diamonds, because this lead apparently is from, let's say, a source of pain. Why would somebody lead a short suit against this contract? Now, there is an interesting aspect that communications are not so fluid here. We would like to, because we need to unblock both hearts and clubs. And then, unless clubs are 3-2, clubs are 3-2, there's no problem. But assuming that they are 4-1, we have to unblock hearts and clubs, and then come back to our hand with the ace of spades. Okay, and so if we start, let's say, with the 10 of diamonds, and it gets ducked and the spade comes back, and clubs are 4-1, how many tricks will we have? We will lose the long club tricks. We'll have 3 diamonds, 3 clubs, that's 6, 4 hearts, 10, 1 spade, 11. Perhaps leading a low diamond to the queen would help there. That's keeping the 10 of diamonds as late entry to our hand. Let's think this through. Low diamond to the queen, losing to the king, and a spade back. Now I win the ace, unblock hearts, go to the 10 of diamonds. Yes, that works. At least it works that we'll have same tricks, but we'll have some extra communications in the club suit. We have 3 diamonds, 3 clubs, 6, 4 hearts, and a spade, and some chances for a spade club squeeze. The king of spades is with the 4 clubs. Or we can just forego the over trick and just unblock everything and lose a diamond, let's say, after unblocking. I think that's very pessimistic. Over tricks are at a premium here. What I will do is to leave the low diamond to the queen. And the scenario just came through, but he didn't switch to spade, and now I can play. The king of spades was on the side, so I chose the wrong finesse to try. And that is it. After a terrible first board, we managed to end in 6th place here. So happy Easter, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments, suggestions can be made on the Facebook page or also in the YouTube channel. And see you next week at Sundays from now on. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, Celia.